was muted, but what I said was we're back. Hopefully that fixed the problem with the frame drops, but we shall see. Guess I'll go ahead and type in that we're back. Just get the FAQ back to where I was. Well, so far so good. Okay. Alright. So according to this, I need to go to Gondwan Cliffs, and that's what will lead me to the rest of the map. Where was that? Over here. Okay, so that probably just leads me straight down over here. I guess landing there and coming here and then over there would probably be the fastest. Yep, that's a dead end. I guess we can go ahead and stop in Madra. That'll, at the very least, let me sell off the outdated equipment. All the special weapons that I've sold off before. So now, where was the rock that I can hit with grind? Since this needs to lead us to the other body of water, and that was directly south of this place, I'm assuming the rock was going to be somewhere in the south of this area. There it is. How the hell do I get to that rock? To grind it down? Oh, you do? Huh. Well, that... Hopefully this will take me back to where I came in. Alright, now we have a whole new area to explore. Let's see what stuff I can actually just grab. Oh, so there is going to be a fire rock. Magma rock. That'll be all 4 rocks then. Okay, so there's 3 items and 2 gins that I can grit. There. Basically straight down and a little to the east, and there's a rusty sword. Okay, I'm guessing it's that right there. Guessing that one's another one. And I think that one... And then for the 2 Djinns we can get... There's one over here, it looks like. And one... Looks like it's in here. Sea west of here spills over a massive waterfall. You really start to appreciate the grandeur of nature if you see that, I can tell you. Nothing to the west of here, and it's really dangerous. You shouldn't go that way. Hey, Kitsune-kun. Yeah, it definitely seems like it's some of the better of Motoi Sakuraba's work. I was kind of hoping that would stay there so I could jump across. Don't know if I have anything that can move that. Ah, damn it. I was supposed to drop this first so that would catch that. Yeah, I figure. Because there was another rock similar to that I saw in another town. I forget which one, but there was another town that had it. So I figure eventually I'm gonna get something to do to be able to do it. Yeah, I played the first game. Dragon skin. Oh, that's a forge material. Okay. Well, I'm guessing that's probably all I can do for now. I probably need to be able to move this before I can start jumping across those. Yeah, I just now got to the point where I can go to the Western Sea, so I'm basically looking at an ASCII map and an FAQ to see all the stuff that I can pick up here before I continue with the story. It looks like there's 2 more items, and then there's also 2 djinns that I can pick up in the overworld, but it looks like they're around a bunch of other places that I'll probably end up going to in the story anyway, so I'm not sure if I should wait. No, I'm already past that. That's actually one of the last things we kind of finished. We got the Trident pieces, went to Lemuria, and now we're in the other sea. Okay. Oh, I guess I can't get to that one yet. There's supposed to be another rusty weapon in there. Looks like it's blocked off. Looks like the only other thing I can get is there. It's gonna be a long trip, though. I mean, yeah, I guess it is kind of easy, but I don't like. I've got basically a big backlog of a lot of games to play, so I probably won't be revisiting the game anytime soon. I still need to play the third one on the DS at some point, but I've got so many games to play that I usually don't do replays. At least not until several years have gone by and I've kind of forgotten what went on in them. I figured as much. Well, that's... I've kind of ranted about this a lot, but that's kind of a sign of the time. Hey, Star Neko, how you doing? Playing Final Fantasy XIV. Welcome, everyone from Star Neko's stream. Hey, Midspark, how you doing? So, how was the Final Fantasy XIV treating you today, Star Neko? And I'm guessing this is another day that you're not going to get much sleep. Yeah, because I know you didn't get any sleep yesterday. Well, actually, no, wait. Was it yesterday or the day before that you were here for, like, my entire stream? And you didn't sleep at all? I think it might even have been 2 days in a row. It was yesterday too. So you're not even taking advantage of the holiday to catch up on sleep. Or, I don't know, do you even get the holidays off with your job? As for everybody that came in with Star Echo, I am Evil Blanketfish. I am a mostly JRPG, sometimes Metroidvania or character action game streamer. I'm mostly here for Insomniacs in the Americas and, well, I guess normal time, normal-ish time for people across the ocean. I myself am a night owl. Well, hopefully this time you mean it. But there's been several times where you say you're going to sleep and then you show up like 30 minutes to an hour later back in stream saying that you can't sleep. So hopefully this time it actually succeeds. Yeah, I'm actually 1 hour behind you. It's 4:43 for me. Well, hopefully you don't. Hopefully you can actually sleep today. So I hope you sleep well. Where am I supposed to go to find these gems? Let's look this up. Actually, right on the money. I am in Texas. Okay, for this one, from the northeast beach, navigate your ship into the river and keep following the left route. Eventually you reach a dead end. Get out of your ship on the left side, and Felix will find Petra wandering around here. Can we even go in there? I guess we can. Yeah, I've noticed a lot of foreigners, there's certain states, like, they know California, because that's where Los Angeles and all that is. They know New York, like up on the top right, and they know Texas, and then, like, most foreigners don't know anything in the middle. Down here? Yep, there he is. Really? That's good to know. Turn a foe to stone. Okay, so now we can go pick up a Mars Djinn. Supposed to be around here. Go to the continent of Ateca. There's only one thing you can do here right now, and that is getting a Mars Djinn on the world map. Go to the most western beach of the lower big continent. I'm guessing this one, because these look like they're all blocked off by reef. They're probably here. Dock your boat here and walk to the rightmost place you can get here. Around one of the clearings in the forest, you should meet a Mars Djinn. Oh yeah, but I think I was gonna say earlier that, like, as for Dark Dawn, you saying it has a lot of point of no return stuff. I was about to say, because I've kind of had rants about this quite often, that, oh, that's right, it was the raid that interrupted me right before I was about, that's why I got off my topic. Basically, during around the PS1 and PS2 era, and even slightly after that, because it took a while for them to stop, there were two kind of annoying things that were happening with JRPGs, basically just for business reasons. A, they had a lot of filler and backtracking in them, because one of the main selling points for JRPGs was how many hours it would last you. Like, they would literally put that on the box, you know, 60 hours of content, 50 hours of content, 80 hours of content. So, the games had a lot of unnecessary padding because of that. And the second thing that happened during that time that was kind of annoying was they had a lot of secrets. They had a lot of secrets and a lot of missables to encourage you to buy a strategy guide when you bought the game, because back then strategy guides were big business. Those definitely died out because of the internet. Like, there was no reason to, unless you just wanted the artwork, which is why they started selling art books more than strategy guides. But I mean, once the internet really caught on and got popular, I mean, any information in a strategy guide you could easily find on the internet, so there was no point in the strategy guide, which, like I said, except for the artwork in it, but it would be better to just do an art book, which is basically what they do now. So, unfortunately, yeah, games of those generations tend to have a lot of missable stuff because they wanted you to buy the strategy guide. Whereas now, a lot of the secret stuff either isn't missable, and in most games they even will make it a bit more I guess user-friendly is just the way of saying it. Like, a lot of side quests in newer games are pretty much spelled out to you. Not really in how to do them, but at least in that they're available. That's why, like, bounty boards and, like, guilds, basically just a central place that you can go to get all your side quests, or sometimes there's even a menu. That seems to be the more common way that they do it now, is just you have a central place you go to check for side quests, and then you just do the ones you want to do. Whereas before it was always like, after this specific story point, go back to this town that was like 10 hours ago that you have no reason to go back to and talk to this one random NPC, and that's how you start a side quest. And if you don't do it within a certain amount of time, it's gone. And that was kind of annoying. So I don't necessarily miss that age of the JRPG. And then, like I said, also, there was always a lot of points in JRPGs back then that lagged a lot around the middle and just dragged on because they were adding filler and a bunch of pointless backtracking to pad out the game length so they can put how long the game was on the box as a selling point. Which is still kind of every once in a while you see nowadays, but I think now they're way more conscious. Like, there's a lot more review sites that will call them out on stuff like that. So I think a lot of developers are more conscious to stay away from that. Although, like I said, sometimes you still do see it. And no, that's fine. Like I said, guides are kind of redundant now with the internet. Like, any guide that would come out now would just be instantly scanned and put up for everybody to look at. Yeah, and it's easy enough. Like, I've literally got a small section of my OBS set aside just to show the guide, and I can scroll through it whenever I need to look something up. Which I try not to. Except when it's optional stuff, or when I really get stuck in a dungeon like I was in Gaia Rock. Yeah, Gaia Rock was just confusing. I wonder if this... There, okay. I was just about to question if I was in the right spot. Yeah. And that is kind of late for them to be doing stuff like that. And like I was saying before, especially when I was talking about some of the dungeons, it kind of defeats the point of this being on a portable system and then designing the game such in a way that you have to look stuff up. So having all those points of no returns and hidden items and everything to where you would need a guide, like, that kind of negates the portability of the system since you have to carry the guide around with you. Well, that was the first time I got to use it. I wanted to see if it did damage too. Because a lot of the other status effects djinns also do damage. So I wanted to see if it was just a status effect or if it was also damage. But it's just a status effect. Yeah. But as time goes by, it's harder and harder to justify playing one game that many times. Like, I could see it in the early 2000s, like in the 90s and the early 2000s, and maybe even in the mid-2010s. But at this point, and as we go forward in time, there's just way too many entertainment options vying for your time. Like, I mean, we have all these streaming services, we have more games being released per year, probably than... I'd say this is probably right now, because we're having, like, double-digit, just in the JRPG genre, we're having double-digit number of games released every year. And then, like I said, all the streaming services, anime, movies, like, all of these industries have kind of bumped up their content in the amount. So it gets harder and harder to justify replaying the same game when there's so many other things out there just screaming for your attention. And that's not even counting like social media and YouTube and everything like that also eats up a lot of time. I'm just checking up, like, if there's any other points of interest before we go back to storyline. The Oteka Island I already did. Cult Island. Gondwan Settlement. I assume a lot of these places we're actually going to go to later. Yeah, that's pretty far away, though. I'm kind of scrolling through the FAQ. I'm trying to find the point where it goes back to following the storyline and seeing how much other optional stuff is in this part of the world that I can go check on. Guess we'll go to Cult, which is this one. I think it says there's a djinn there to get. Yeah, I think that's something that a lot of games need to be more liberal with. If you're gonna have some form of fast travel in the game, it's probably better to introduce it as soon as possible rather than waiting till end of the game to do it. Oh, that's why. Let's say, why did her spell list change? Yeah, I know, but a lot of games would be a lot more fun if you, as much as possible, reduce backtracking. Like, backtracking is just something that is tedious. Like, there's very few ways to change that. It's just always gonna feel like a chore. So, the faster you introduce fast travel, the better. Just, you know, just make it so that, like most games do, you can't fast travel to any place you haven't been, so your exploration is left open like that. You wander around the world map finding things, and then once you found them, you can go back to them whenever you want. And that just makes it much more fun all around. Actually, that even incentivizes the player to explore more, because they know that if they get lost or if they go somewhere else, they can get back to where they need to be, and anything that they do find, they don't have to worry about can they get back there again. It encourages you to, like, explore as much as you possibly can and find as much as you possibly can, because then it'll just all be unlocked for you to go back to whenever you want. And there's usually a pretty easy way to get around. This looks familiar. We came here during the first game, didn't we? This looks very familiar. Yeah, I kind of saw that, because yesterday when I finished playing, I raided Bowie the Hero, and he was practicing for a speedrun relay. He was playing this game. I left his stream before he got past where I've already been, but yeah, I saw a lot of tricks he was doing by causing glitches with the retreat function. How do I get over there? Oh, I think I know. Tremor. No. Do I need that one Synergy to take stuff off of trees from the first game? Yeah. I need catch. So I'm probably gonna have to wait till Isaac and all them join. Yeah, I remember, because I made jokes about how, like, specific and kind of useless that skill was in the first game. Like, they learned a magic trick that's literally only good for taking fruit off of trees. How do I get back out, though? There we go. Want to cross the glaciers of the Northern Sea, you'll need magma balls. They come from volcanoes, but the best place to get them is Magma Rock to the south. A long time ago, we used to trade with a village named Prox to the north of us. But the sea freezes in winter, and over time it just became impossible to get there. Okay, so we did that. There's a lucky metal and a stardust in Gondwan settlement, which is... where is it? It's over here somewhere. Probably have to land right there. I feel like a lot of these... well, maybe not. I was about to say I feel like we're probably going to go to a lot of these places once we start doing the story stuff, but it seems like a lot of these are places that we visited in the first game, so they might be entirely optional. They might not have us go back there for any story reason. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because there's a lot of places to visit, but it seems like they're all towns from the first game. So I'm guessing there won't be a story reason to go back to them. They're just here as optional. That also kind of makes me curious too. Is Dark Dawn using relatively the same world map? Because I know not much time passes. It takes place with these characters' kids. So it's probably only like maybe 20 years in the future. But is it basically using the same world map as this? Okay. I was mostly just curious because, like I said, I know not much time passes since it's with their kids. Nah, I'll just wait and find out. I kind of have a feeling that It won't be too long before I play that game. I feel like Ragnar will probably spend the points to have me play it sometime soon. Since he's gotten me to play both this and the first one. How am I supposed to get there? Oh, there's 16 characters in the third one? I mean, obviously that explains why there was never a fourth Golden Sun game. They couldn't think of 32 characters. Is it? Okay, so the town that I was trying to get to is right here. So it looks like I am gonna have to land here, and then travel all the way up through here, through this. Like that looks like a bridge, and then around here. It's going. I think I'm getting